At the dawn of YouTube, some of the most commonly found content were reviews of movies, games, toys, and tech. Then there was Lego. Stop motion animations, quite often pop culture parodies, were huge on YouTube. And it was in these early years that I started my YouTube channel, LegomationStudio. I always received tons of criticism, oftentimes a little too much for just a young kid making YouTube videos. However, while some of the format may not hold up, there are definitely adults now who grew up watching LegomationStudio content that are nostalgic for those videos. So let's get into the question that I've always pondered. Was LegomationStudio cringe? It's August 2008. YouTube was in its earliest stages, and little 12-year-old me was super into stop motions, reviews, and the evolving community on YouTube. I noticed while watching Nick Neck 118's annual review of a Bionicle set that there was a void that could be filled. Also, as an aspiring visual storyteller, I myself wanted to dabble into stop motion animation. Thus, the idea of LegomationStudio was born. At first I was thinking Legomations, but that name was already taken, so I added the studio. Now, most of my content was pretty much Bionicle-centric, and most importantly, reviews, and groundbreaking news on new or leaked set images. There were plenty of other reviewers, but it was a hustle to manage to find the set, get your hands on it, get your video camera, point, shoot, edit, and get that video out there before anyone else did. The format was simple. Looking down on a carpet background, yes, carpet, a situation I felt most kids often found themselves in when playing with their toys, a carpet. So at the time, a carpet seemed pretty perfect to me. I would talk about the canister or box as it's the first thing one sees to decide if they'll purchase the toy. And then dump the pieces out, go over them, do a speed build, and then review the set itself, fully formed. A huge complaint was that I wouldn't even have the figure fully built until halfway through the video, but that was the formula. Oftentimes these reviews, if the first on YouTube, could garner 50 to 100,000 views in a matter of days. It was insane to also be making a couple hundred to over $1,000 a month as a 13, 14-year-old kid. But along with the carpet, I'm willing to acknowledge that sometimes the humorous yet cringy childish antics definitely didn't hold up. But put yourself in my shoes. I was a middle schooler. I felt like adding some humor kind of helped me stand out. As a middle schooler, I found adding some levity would be entertaining. But things like using my handy dandy fingernail to open up canisters and boxes, or what the hell was I doing using a dirty napkin to show off the Barog Queen's functions? Like, what the I guess I thought it was funny and entertaining, right? But like including my mom interrupting me or including the phone going off, I don't know. As an editor now, it's definitely has some cringe aspects and it it's a little bit embarrassing. It also didn't help that I'm color deficient and sometimes wouldn't do the most thoroughest of research into the correct names for some of the Rahi or some of the more out there characters. However, I look fondly at videos like how to play the Glatorian action figure game. It has strange moments,
it's not meant for that.
People are nostalgic for it. Even a friend of mine recently realized he'd grown up watching the video. I leaned into the criticism though, and even ended up collaborating with some other biotubers and Lego tubers.
Wait a second.
Oops!
You suck, LegomationStudio!
Ah, the sweet sound of rivalry.
My college essay was actually on my experience as a YouTuber and running LegomationStudio, and it's probably the reason I got into some of the schools that I did. Let me read a little bit of it for you. The essay was titled, How I Had Success on YouTube. It's not often you see a 14-year-old boy handing out his own business cards with fans asking for pictures and autographs while receiving praise for his work from people twice his age or half his age. At an early age, I was exposed to what it meant to be an inspiration and a successful entrepreneur in new media. It takes hard work and learning how to communicate with and bring together a discourse community. It takes a non-linear, interactive approach to delivering media to the masses. I saw the potential to be filled and ran with it. I had 1,000 subscribers, which since reached over 20,000. Once I was recognized as a regular reviewer, I got approved to be a part of the partner program. Reviewing became almost a competition and rivalries began to spark between other rising reviewers. Those who reviewed new sets the soonest got the most views, most respect, and most followers. Unlike other reviewers, my style was humorous and fun to watch. No matter how amateurish, it seemed like there was always an audience for my videos. One of the consequences that comes with gaining traction online through YouTube is people will copy you. In the new age of media, recreating a video you see online is also fairly easy. Today you can steal video content with the simple click of a mouse. Especially in the early stages of LegomationStudio, other users would film their own set reviews just like mine and sometimes even parody my reviewing structure, beat for beat. BrickCon is Seattle's annual international LEGO convention. When I attended it, fans of all ages wanted to meet and talk with me. Even their parents congratulated me. Other attendees said they were working on their own reviews using my style. I felt proud in a way for being an inspiration, but also for being able to successfully accomplish what I thought was possible. LegoMation Studio allowed me to experience running a business that has to produce new content on a regular basis. People often ask me for advice on becoming a YouTube sensation after they hear my story. So in conclusion, I see where the criticisms come from and I acknowledge them. But again, I was a little kid. And that's why I'm starting my new series, Bionicle Reviews Remastered, where I'm going to be going over old sets that I never had the chance to review in the first place. So I'll see you all soon, hopefully in the next couple days, as I will be uploading my first Bionicle review in almost like 6-7 years on the Vaki of Metro Nui. Also, later today, and probably a couple hours after having watched this video, I will be going live with a couple other BioTubers doing a just BioTalk Live normal stream, so tune in for that. If you haven't yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button, the notification bell button, because it's becoming harder and harder to get my videos noticed, even by my subscribers nowadays. So definitely go ahead and do that. Also, check me out on Instagram, @TheZachCap. Until then, thanks for watching, guys, and this is LegoMation Studio, or I guess Zach Kavlin, or the guy who's starting BioTalk, signing off.